Dr. Snuggles, friend of the animal world. Dr. Snuggles, dreaming of better tomorrows. Dr. Snuggles, you better stop working today. Dr. Snuggles, flying away to the stars. Dr. Snuggles, finding a path to the rainbow. Dr. Snuggles, build us a clever machine.
It was early one sunlit morning when every leaf seemed to be smiling, and inside my little house I was still in the middle of one of my favorite dreams. Someone was tapping at my window. It was the treacle tree, one of the great family of syrup trees. Good morning, tree.
He wants to have a word with you.
I want to move.
Move? Ridiculous. Trees can't move.
Why not?
Tell him, Dr. Snuggles.
The squirrel is right. The trees are quite happy standing still.
But you don't stand still all day, so why should I?
He's got a point.
Can't you do something, Dr. Snuggles?
Well, I don't know.
A change of scenery, maybe?
That's not too much to ask.
Crow's right.
Of course he's right. It's Crow and all the other birds that have made me feel restless. They can fly anywhere. Fly, that's it, I want to fly.
Eh?
A flying tree? Oh, dear, that means you'll need wings. But how big will they have to be?
Oh, right.
You've done it again. A flying tree.
Of course. Listen, Doctor.
Matilda Junksbottom? Yes, Matilda will know the answer. So we all went into Rickety Rick's, where I kept all my other inventions. Hurry up, everybody. Hurry!
Open up.
Sorry, Nobby. Sorry, Nobby. I consulted Matilda. How could we make wings for a tree? Oh, what's the answer, Matilda? It's a bird, I think.
Give it to me.
For me.
It's mine. No, it's mine. I had it
Yes,
mine.
some kind of a bird.
What do you mean, Matilda? We were all very puzzled indeed.
Dr. Snuggles, I think I understand. There's only one way to fly properly.
And what is that, dear Quiffy?
Like a bird, of course.
But we made wings. They didn't work.
Wings? You call those wooden things wings? I mean real wings like mine. That's the answer.
Hush, hush.
And he needs a good teacher, somebody who knows what flying is all about.
Take it easy.
But we need an awful lot of feathers. Where can we get them?
Dr. Snuggles from us.
The birds from Snugwood all promised me feathers to make wings for the treacle tree. No harm done. It's all right, tree. We have plenty of feathers. It was hard work fixing the wings on the treacle tree. But with Quiffy to give advice, it didn't take long.
A little bit higher with the left wing. That's it, Doctor.
And at last the tree was ready.
Now watch me.
Like this? Oh,
Oh! Ah!
oh yeah.
Quack, 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 quack. Clap! Faster! Now the other one.
Like this?
And so the flying lessons began with the tree hopping along, trying hard to take off, and all the birds shouting instructions.
Walk, jump, fly,
I'm
walk,
trying.
fly, jump, 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 fly, jump,
Aye. Now I've seen everything, a flying tree.
That's right, that's fine. Quack, 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 quack.
There was no doubt about it. Matilda was right. The best way for a tree to fly is like a bird.
This is the kind of life I've always wanted.
Nothing new. Just clap your wings and you will fly. 1, 2, here we go.
Clap them.
Like this.
It's up to you now. You can do it. You'll be the only flying tree.
Me?
It was a wonderful sight. The wings we'd made lifted him easily. You can fly anywhere. But back inside my little house, Nobby Mouse was doing a little mountaineering and was after my special cheeses.
I'm flying.
Flying? No more cheese for me.
I'm the first flying tree in the world.
Which was quite true. He climbed, he dived, he circled over the woods all that afternoon. Higher and higher he flew, until even the birds couldn't keep up with him. And he vanished from sight. We waited for hours, but he didn't come back. There was no doubt about it. The treacle tree was lost. Somewhere in space, I'd have to go after him and guide him back to Earth. Oh, this is my rocket ship, Dreamy Boom Boom. It could take me anywhere in the universe. I sent Dennis to get radio. I call him Ray for short. He always knows what the weather's going to be like, and he's good company on a voyage.
What's Snuggles up to now?
That crazy tree's got lost somewhere in space.
Whereabouts?
Don't know.
What are you doing? That's the cheese.
Eggs, sausages, bacon, milk.
But it was the cheese that worried Nobby most. He decided he'd have to go wherever the trees went, which meant stowing away on Dreamy Boom Boom.
I shall regret this. I know I will.
Everything was safely inside Dreamy, and we were ready to take off.
Where's my treacle tree?
I don't know, Squirrel. He's up there somewhere. I hope I can find him. There are so many places to look. We could try Rainbow Country, I suppose. Come along, everybody. It's going to be all right.
It had better be.
It was time for the countdown.
A cold night with frost in some places. With frost in most places. Yesterday will be like tomorrow, and today like this afternoon was. Is.
Stand by, everybody. 6 12s are 84. No, 76 or perhaps 2. Never mind. Ready, steady, go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Slowly, Dreamy Boom Boom climbed into the evening sky. And I watched as my little house grew smaller and smaller beneath us.
Oh, there you go.
Do you think Snuggles will find him?
Oh, fine who?
The treacle tree, of course.
But the owl was already fast asleep. I couldn't see the flying treacle tree anywhere.
Maybe he's hiding somewhere, the other side of the moon, perhaps.
No, he's lost, I'm sure of it. If only I had my whereabouts machine with me, but it was too heavy for Dreamy Boom Boom to carry. Do you know where he is? Oh, we must find him.
We must find him.
A crazy comet came to look at us. Go away. They were the rudest comets I'd ever come across. Oh dear. Here they come again. It was my special sneezy green smokescreen. I knew it'd get rid of them.
You? Dr. Snuggles, stow away.
It's Nobby.
I was lonely.
You mean hungry? Shall we throw him overboard?
Poor Nobby. He didn't know Dennis was joking.
Dr. Snuggles, come quickly.
What is it? Oh, my goodness. It was the rainbow, 1,000,000 dreams long and 10,000 wishes high. Its end lay beyond the stars. Perhaps somewhere in the rainbow we could find the lost treacle tree. Look! There must have been mile upon mile of the stuff, but no sign of the treacle tree. What's that? 2 small hills, but what is a pink cloud with 2 freckled hills on it doing out here in space? Open the door.
I knew I shouldn't have come.
Welcome to Lavender Lullaby.
Who said that? The sound seemed to come from the spotted hills.
A cup of tea, Doctor. You take sugar. Don't be frightened. Come on.
Coming.
That's right. I'm Woogie.
I've never seen anything like it.
Sit between my humps. You'll be more comfortable. There.
Thank you.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I told my new friend all about the treacle tree and asked him if he'd seen it anywhere, while Dennis and the others watched in amazement.
A flying tree. I'm sorry. Ask the sheep. Sheep.
The sheep appeared from the clouds as if by magic, and at once I began to feel very sleepy.
No lullabies, please. Has anyone seen a flying tree? Thank you. They haven't.
Oh, how disappointing.
Must you go so soon?
I must find him. A lovely cup of tea, thank you.
We'll always be pleased to see you in Lavender Lullaby.
Goodbye, Woogie. We'll be back one day. And so we left Woogie and the strange sheep and set off again on our search for the flying treacle tree. Space is so very big, you know. But I knew we would find him in the end. We went from planet to planet, from moon to moon, but there was no sign of the flying treacle tree. We landed on Spongy and sank right through it. We landed on Bouncy. Well, we tried to anyway. Then we searched on Hairy and even on Jelly, but we couldn't find the flying treacle tree anywhere.
Hey!
Got you!
Look out! We're out of control, I shouted. We're going to crash, the others cried. There didn't seem to be any damage done.
No damage, he says.
Where are we?
Can you tell us?
Looks like home.
But it wasn't, and I was truly puzzled. The flowers were very much bigger, and so were the apples, and the tomatoes. There's plenty to eat.
Did you say eat?
I said,
Did you say eat?
yeah, well, what else would you do with an apple?
Did you hear what the ugly little plant said?
Disgusting. Let's go somewhere.
But I'm not a plant.
Not a plant? Not a plant?
I thought they looked different.
No roots, no leaves.
Who are you? Run. But the sunflowers were too quick for us. We were surrounded and marched off to the palace of the emperor.
Catch him. He's not a plant.
I'm a mouse flower.
The emperor of Plant Planet.
Treacle tree.
We've looked everywhere for you.
How dare you speak to me?
Don't you remember who I am?
You are that silly Dr. Snuggles. Lock them up.
Being able to fly had made the treacle tree very conceited indeed. Why is he your emperor?
He can fly.
But,
Keep moving.
we were taken to a prison tree and locked inside. What was to become of us now?
Isn't he wonderful? Long live the Emperor! Emperor indeed.
After I have rested, I shall fly for you again.
Nobby Mouse had a plan.
Not long now, Doctor.
If you ever want to dig a tunnel, you can't beat a badger and a couple of rabbits. We had escaped. All the plants were waiting for their emperor to awaken, and we hoped they wouldn't see us.
Your emperor is awake.
Our Emperor is awake.
I shall fly for you.
Snuggles,
Nobby?
you're to blame for this. Flying trees indeed.
Oh, dear.
I undid his wings.
You undid his wings.
He's not a flying tree.
He tricked us.
Tied on. Those wings were tied on.
on.
May I say something? It's my fault. I made him into a flying tree. You did? It went to his head, I'm afraid. He must be banished from Plant Planet. We'll take him with us. So Dreamy Boom Boom took off with the treacle tree in tow. Towing a treacle tree through space slows you up a bit. But at last I saw dear old Earth ahead. Not long now, everybody. Hooray, hooray.
About time too.
Even Ray was feeling happy.
Help!
What is it, Ray?
Trouble! Trouble!
Trouble?
Trouble. Is it bad? Is it?
Oh, dear.
Well,
Skybed Fred.
Skybed Fred!
Snuggles? Can you hear me? Yes, there's no need to shout.
I challenge you to a pillow fight. I want that tree behind your rocket. Some more beds to build for my fleet.
There were hundreds of them. Skybed Fred was a pilot. I had to accept his challenge. I couldn't let them take the treacle tree. Well, could I? Don't worry, dear tree. I've my umbrella with me.
He certainly has.
Welcome aboard. On guard. Forward. Come on, fellas. Pillows aloft. Don't let your cheek.
I just stood and waited for them. It was going to be a desperate matter.
This is it.
So the next time you see the snow falling, just remember, it may only be feathers from one of Skybed Fred's terrible pillow fights high above the clouds.
Take that.
I was beginning to feel quite tired.
More pillows.
More pillows.
Fresh out of pillows. Huh? Oh. Snuggles, I got news for you. You won.
So next time the snow turns to rain, remember, it may be that Skybed Fred has lost another battle. We continued on our way. Soon we would be back home. Miss Nettles, my housekeeper, had been spending a week or two with her friend Madame Dumpitou. Now she was coming home.
Miss Nettles is back.
Oh, Miss Nettles is back.
What about the doctor?
No sign of him. Gone into space. Back soon. Snuggles. Oh!
Miss Nettles was just about to go back to her friend Madame Dumpitou when she heard a strange rumbling noise in the sky.
It could be him now.
Can't see anything.
It is. It is.
Snuggles?
Ah, Miss Nettles, it's good to see you again. Well, I suppose it was a bit of a shock, nearly landing on her like that.
Never again.
The treacle tree was glad to be home. He had had enough adventures to last him for a very long time.
You're back. You're back.
Yes, I'm back.
I'm glad.
So were we all.